Hello and welcome to my latest gaming escapade. Today, we're diving into the microscopic world of BOID, a real-time strategy game, interesting especially for those of us who crave a fresh take on the genre. The character that grabbed my attention was an unassuming amoeba. Now, hold on, don't let that simple description fool you. In BOID, these little blobs of life are the foundation of your army, and they're not just sliding around looking for their next meal. These amoebas are the chess pieces in your grand scheme to dominate the microscopic landscape. Each one, a tiny soldier, ready to evolve and adapt to the ever-changing tide of battle. The gameplay reminded me a bit of the classic Battle Realms, but with a twist that makes it feel like a breath of fresh air. Instead of controlling hordes of units, you manage a handful of these versatile creatures, each capable of morphing into different forms, like a Swiss Army knife of the cellular world. You start with a base that acts as your home, and from there, you send out your amoebas to capture enemy bases, which in turn allows you to produce more of these morphing marvels. It's a simple premise that echoes the base management of Battle Realms, but the way you interact with your units is where BOID starts to diverge. There's no dragging and dropping here, folks. You're not herding cats or juggling resources. Your commands are more like suggestions to a group of microscopic soldiers with a mind of their own. They follow your lead, but they've got their own ideas about how to get the job done. As I began to play, the minimalist yet vibrant graphics immediately drew me in. The colors are so vivid, it's like watching a lava lamp battle it out with a kaleidoscope. Each unit has its own distinct look and feel, which makes it easy to keep track of them as they dart around the screen, consuming and replicating in a symphony of strategy and chaos. The sound design is equally delightful. It's not just about the beeps and boops of a typical strategy game. Here, you get the squelchy sounds of amoebas absorbing each other, the electric zaps of special abilities, and a soundtrack that is relaxing. It's like the game is lulling you into a false sense of serenity before you realize you're in the throes of a microscopic war. The simplicity of the gameplay is a bit deceptive. Sure, the controls are straightforward, and the concept is easy to grasp, but mastering the art of morphing and managing your amoebas is a whole different beast. It's like playing chess with organisms that can change their role mid-game. It keeps you on your toes, always planning 2 moves ahead, while the enemy is doing the same. And just when you think you've got the hang of it, the game throws a curveball at you, a new enemy type, a different map layout, or maybe you've just underestimated the power of a bomb amoeba. The moment-to-moment decision-making is intense. Do you send in a scout to capture a base and risk it getting picked off? Or do you go all in with a crab and hope it can tank the enemy's defenses? Maybe you play it safe and send in a leech to drain the enemy's health while your other units deal the final blow. It's a constant tug-of-war between aggression and conservation, speed and strategy. And when it all clicks, when your units morph and move in harmony, and you feel like a master puppeteer orchestrating a microscopic ballet of destruction, it's incredibly satisfying. But let's not forget the multiplayer aspect of BOID. It's like taking the game's strategic depth and cranking it up to 11. You're not just fighting against the eye's predictable patterns anymore. You're facing off against the unpredictable cunning of other human players. And while the game's community isn't exactly bustling with activity yet, the anticipation of a multiplayer match is like waiting for the perfect wave. You know it's coming, and when it hits, you're going to ride it for all it's worth. The leaderboards are there, taunting you with the ghosts of better players' high scores, egging you on to refine your tactics and hone your skills. It's a challenge that whispers sweet nothings into your ear, luring you back for just one more game that turns into a 5-hour marathon. The joy of a perfectly executed teleport behind enemy lines or the satisfaction of turning their heavy hitters into harmless blobs with a well-placed revert is a feeling that keeps you coming back. But let's not sugarcoat it. BOID isn't a game that holds your hand and walks you through the tutorial. Oh no, it throws you into the deep end with a splash and a cheeky wink. The learning curve is steep, especially when you're trying to juggle the different unit types and their abilities. But that's part of the charm. The trial and error, the sweaty palms and the aha moments when you finally get it right, it's all part of the journey to becoming the microscopic warlord you were always meant to be. As I played, I found myself getting lost in the beauty of the game. The way the light refracts off the shiny surfaces of the amoebas, the mesmerizing patterns that form as they move and morph, it's like watching a microscopic ballet of death and destruction. The maps are varied, from serene underwater scenes to the chaotic swirl of a petri dish, each offering its own strategic challenges. The game's simplicity allows the focus to be on the gameplay, and boy, does it deliver. But as I played more and more, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. Don't get me wrong, the solo mode is a blast, but the multiplayer base is small, and finding a match can be like waiting for a bus in the middle of the night. You know it's supposed to come, but it feels like an eternity. It's a crying shame, really, because the game has so much potential for epic showdowns and tense tactical encounters. The moment the game starts, it's like someone hit the fast-forward button. Units zip around the screen, transforming and attacking with the frenetic energy of a caffeinated squirrel. You're constantly analyzing the situation, making split-second decisions that could mean the difference between a swift victory and a crushing defeat. It's a thrill that's hard to match in other games, and it's a big part of what makes BOID so addictive. But let's not kid ourselves, BOID isn't perfect. The AI could use some work. Sure, it's a decent sparring partner, but it doesn't have the unpredictability of a human opponent. The scouts tend to rush into enemy bases with the reckless abandon of a moth to a flame, and the crabs sometimes get stuck on the scenery like they're trying to climb a greased pole. But hey, that's the beauty of a game in beta, it's a work in progress, and the developers are eager to hear your feedback. So, if you're feeling adventurous and want to help shape the future of a budding microscopic war, I recommend giving BOID a try. Just don't be too hard on it, okay? It's got a lot of heart, and with a little love and attention from the community, it could grow into something truly special. I have a feeling that once you start, you'll find it's pretty darn tough to put down. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with all my latest content. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.